Hey, Paradigm.
As I live and breathe, what are you doing here?
Saving you, apparently.
I've got the situation underhand unless you want to take another look at this dead space pirate I just shot.
Whatever, I'm getting paid, and I'm with like 2 others, and,
Only 2 others?
3 others.
They didn't send a squad? Damn it! Do you know how much valuable, priceless cargo this ship is carrying?
I mean, as far as I know, it was carrying.
How much of it is in space? I don't know if I'm getting paid for this.
I found your room. You've got plenty stashed away.
Rifling through my drawers?
It's not any different.
Gaia, I thought we were above this.
Yeah, whatever. Come on, I gotta get you on this ship so I can get paid.
I'm not leaving without John.
Well, Paradigm is in the leg, but she seems like she can handle herself. And John is in the arm of the non-broken one, so I think we should probably move there. I think he's also the one in the weird memory thing that we saw, so he might be important. What do I notice despite an effort to conceal it?
You are being watched. The AI routine is on you, 100%. You see a security camera tracking you.
Effie just grabs Razor's hand and bolts towards a door. Let me pull up the map so I can see where I'm going. Let's see. Ooh. Since we're going towards where John is, probably going into tech active towards the shoulder.
Sure.
Yeah, just running towards that door. And it's probably really weird, because Razor, I'm holding your hand.
I know, yeah.
Trippy.
Razor's not a fan because they're not a fan of people touching them just because the whole metal thing, but like at the same time it's like you gotta run, might as well.
Yeah, you don't know what's happening either.
Yeah, exactly, we're just gonna run.
You two are rushing up several different stairs, and I imagine gravity in this room is different. So it's maybe not just like climbing a skyscraper to get to the roof. I think eventually you will be moved, so it seems like you were just running straight forward. But there's a lot of like catwalks past a bunch of cargo and crates and like pieces of rock, very large pieces of rock that have been put inside here. As you run through all these catwalks and staircases and like shifting gravity. I would like you both to... Wait, that isn't really how this game works, huh? I almost said...
Make an agility check!
Yeah, I almost said like...
I'd like you to roll initiative.
Yeah, that's not really what this is. However, I would like to hear what you two are doing to escape the room before it depressurizes.
I don't really have any Flesh Boy moves.
So, I mean, I just got I have strength. Is the door, what's like going on with the door? Can we just open it, or is it?
The door is open. The door is not locked. If you are just trying to beat the process via speed, I think that would be like an act under pressure. Yeah. When you race against the clock, act while in danger or act to avoid danger, roll plus cool.
Okay, I'm gonna try
Are
that.
we each rolling separately?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, first fail of the game.
Finally.
We always gotta start out the episode with a...
Yeah. It's my karma hitting me back for all this.
I got a 7.
Oh, it's better than what I got. I got a 6.
Yeah.
This is perfect. Razor, you can make it, but you have to leave Effie behind.
Shit.
you have cyborg parts. They are not
Yeah.
used to operating in a body, and their hover thing is just not being able to keep up with the changing gravity and the weird system. You can, if you let go of their hand and you can push forward, you can make it. If you stick with them, you will both be caught in what results.
Reese,
I know.
honestly, if you leave me, I will not mind.
Okay, but at the same time, part of my characterization, is the responsibility to your team.
Oh, yeah.
I think Razor is not gonna do that. It doesn't seem like the type of person Razor is the team.
Fantastic.
So I'm putting my team ahead of the mission
That's
right now.
great.
So
Also,
I get an experience.
lovely. Mark down that experience. Also,
Yeah.
It is a good thing you are both in spacesuits.
Oh yeah, we haven't stepped out.
As
Wait, I have a question.
okay, go for
Is
it.
Effie in a spacesuit?
Yes, we
Because-
mentioned Effie is has like an attachment that lets them move around in space freely.
Yeah, we
But
had to figure that out.
Effie's Roomba is in a spacesuit.
Yes.
I
But
mean,
what
yeah,
about her new real body?
Oh, I'm not gonna be mean like that.
Okay.
I'm not just like, we're not playing a game here where I will let anyone just instantly kill a live actual person, and that goes for me as well. Effie, I think, like, yes, you feel physical and yes, you feel alive, and that is all true and important. However, you are still technically a projection from a machine. You do not necessarily need oxygen in that way.
Okay. I think there's a moment where we just like see her starting to freak out because she's like, I'm human again, I'm real, and she's in that mindset, and then just like all the air goes away and she's like, oh, I'm fine.
Yeah. We see the entire side wall of BAP, the bulk acquisition and processing. It just opens. It opens like some like aircraft hangars, and like it just, the entire chest and torso that had once been damaged and only partially open just unfolds on the Calamity's refrain. We just see this shot of this massive golden woman and her just like her entire torso opening up like hands that are being de-steepled, and this entire area is being exposed to space. And you realize how they got that big rock in here. The chest just opened and they put it in. It was as simple as that.
Oh wow.
And you are now in space, floating around. There's no more oxygen, and you don't have gravity anymore.
You said that Effie's Roomba still has like that kind of maneuvering thing on it now.
Mm-hmm.
I think Effie's gonna try and aim their way towards the door still.
For sure.
I think Razor would also do the same thing.
Yeah. Would that be still act under pressure?
Yeah. I'll let that be act under pressure.
Excellent. That is a 10.
Please, 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 please. That's another 7.
Nice.
The only reason I'm getting them is because I keep getting 6s, and I have a +1 to cool.
So, Razor, you are struggling in this anti-gravity. You're like grappling with the different catwalks and things as you're trying to make your way up. Effie, you remember that you are also a flying Roomba, and so you start taking advantage of the jet thrusters attached on your like space maneuverability attachment, and you start to fly up, and you know, like, your body is being moved along as if it were still a projection, but it is now solid. So you think to like move and make sure to not like bump your flesh body into anything. And as you guys are making it up to the top, you see the door that'll lead to Tech Active, and you see a boot being placed against the railing.
Oh.
As a woman comes into view. She has this neon pink hair that is cut kind of short and has these streaks in it that change color and like kind of glow a bit. That is just splayed out, floating in the zero gravity as if like a woman underwater. She is in like a semblance of a spacesuit, except her helmet is off and she has some sort of like goggles and respirator attached instead. And you notice she's missing an arm. And where her left arm would be is a floating mechanical like cyber arm.
Oh god.
It's not attached to her shoulder. It just floats in place. And it is made entirely out of the porous meteorite material that the alien ruins have been made out of.
Ooh.
And she is holding a very big gun.
Shit.
And she levels it at you, too. And we are going to cut back to Gaia and Paradigm.
Nice. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, so last I remember, Paradigm was heading back to her bedroom to pick up her stuff,
Yes.
trailing Gaia along behind them.
We can pick up there if you want, or we can pick up after.
Yeah. Do we want to go with them, like...
Sure. If you would like to, like, have this moment, just tell me what the scene, where the scene is at. Is the scene with her taking stuff out of her drawers, or is the scene her pockets are full and you two are running back down the hall?
I think it's that. It's like, she's got her stuff. Gaia's just kind of like, alright, let's go, let's do this. And they are headed back towards, John.
Okay. Paradigm is moving with a kind of, like, effortlessness that I think you're familiar with, Gaia. Paradigm has fully cybernetic legs, and so running doesn't really get Paradigm too tired. And also, Paradigm is just used to being, like, physically active in that way. She's been described as, like, space Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
So she's moving along with this, like, effortless intensity. Even with this massive duffel bag just crammed full of garbage.
Yeah. Gaia's like... Z's fit enough because of, like, you know, to survive on Enki, you kind of have to be, you know, in shape enough to lug gear and protective armor around. But Z's definitely, despite their size, Gaia has more weight to the way that Z runs.
Yeah.
Their boots are like 5 pounds each.
Gaia is, like, thudding down like a tank, and then Paradigm is just moving with this, like, feline grace.
Mm-hmm.
She turns to you, Gaia, and she kind of smiles like... No, you know, I'll just have her say it. It's nice to be doing this again. Together.
It has been, a while.
It has. But you know, it's just like old times.
I don't remember, having a weird hologram ship in old times, but, you know, sure.
I mostly meant the running goofball, but you know what? That's fine.
Well, you know, old times involved a lot more, zombies and mutants, but... Yeah, okay, whatever.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, no, do you not remember?
Yeah, the planet they came from is like this irradiated nuclear, like Fallout 4 style hellhole. I don't know why I established it was Fallout 4. It could have been any of the Fallouts, but whatever. So, Gaia, what have you been doing all this time? We kind of lost touch. How did you end up in the Paramore system?
Sorry, I'm gonna think, do I want to have Gaia lie about this or not? Or do I just want to have Gaia say the truth?
Yeah, these are questions we asked ourselves.
Well, I'm just like, because Gaia has a whole deceptive thing, but I don't know if that really puts the mission at risk at all.
Yeah, lying about this would not be, like, putting the mission at risk.
Wouldn't.
Yeah, this is not, like, an important lie that would...
But it would, like, not. That's still a main point of Gaia's personality.
It would absolutely show where Gaia is at in terms of being honest with Paradigm, for sure.
Except that I didn't even decide why Gaia was in this system. I'm just gonna say Gaia doesn't answer that.
I think that might actually be in character too.
Okay.
Maybe Gaia doesn't know. They felt like they needed to get out of there, and so they did.
Well, also Gaia is like just really awkward next to Paradigm.
Here's an out of character question. Who left first? Who left the planet?
Ooh.
I think Paradigm would have left the planet first. Paradigm's probably been doing her little, like, Indiana Jones thing for a little while now after the relationship ended. And Gaia probably stayed on the planet for longer.
How quickly after the breakup did Paradigm leave the planet?
Almost immediately. Let's go with that.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right. Gaia, after you don't answer for a bit, Paradigm goes like, I mean, it was kind of touch and go for a bit there for me. Grabbed cheap transportation out of the whole system. Ended up kicking around on this weird planet. It was super crowded. It was terrible there. The rent was impossible, and it was so hot and sweaty every night. I hated it. So I ended up picking up some odd jobs here and there for this for this loan firm. I don't really remember how they explained it to me, but basically it was just like a lot of money collection and stuff like that. And you're never going to believe this. It led me to this weird, just broken down, nowhere planet, like a few planets down from the sun in that solar system. And they sent me there to track down this deadbeat lowlife. It was pretty standard issue. And I found him in this cave, and he had taken this loan he hadn't intended to pay off and spent all the money to get shipment out to this planet where he got an archaeology job. And so obviously, we did the thing, and I turned him in. But I kept his stuff. And you would not believe how much you could sell stuff like that for. And I got good at it. And I started, kicking around and traveling from place to place. And it wasn't too long before I ended up on Andarta and got tangled up with Eurasia. And they eventually sent me to Ein. And, well, the rest is history.
Gaia looks at Paradigm, and he's like, what are you doing? Why are we catching up on... We don't have to act like everything's okay right now. We can just get this done and go our separate ways again. We don't have to catch up, like it's this coffee shop or something.
Yeah. Nah, I get it. We got stuff to focus on anyway, and that's all right. You two come to a door that will lead you up to the next, into the torso. And she pulls out her gun and she puts her hand on the door handle. And she gives like the action movie hero smile. And she's like, on 3?
1. And Gaia kicks in the door.
And with that, we are going to cut back to Effie and Razor in bulk acquisition and processing.
Hello, I would like to use an intel.
Okay.
Right off the bat.
I have been planning.
What intel do you want to spend?
First of all, I just want to say that, like, Effie's little tiny machine guns pop out of the front of the Roomba. That's a side thing. Don't worry about that. I was thinking that I could use my intel to know that there are, not, what are they called? Security systems. So, like, the cameras have guns on them, but they're offline because this is an archaeology thing, so no one ever uses them.
Fair. Okay.
But, like, they were installed because, like, it's just part of mechs.
Absolutely. I mean, this ship carries a lot of precious cargo.
Yeah. So I want to use a hold on Calamity to use them.
Okay, roll kick some ass using the Calamity Refrain security system guns on this space pirate.
Let's see. Kick some ass is edge, I assume?
Yes.
Yeah. That is a 9.
Oh, it's mix it up? But that's
Not
is
play
the term
hard? No. Wait.
Play
There it is.
Play hardball
Mix it up is
is when you are threatening
Yeah.
violence. Mix it up is when you're using violence. However, I don't think that makes sense to use meat, considering you are attacking by hacking
That's true. It's probably synth.
stuff.
Or maybe cool?
Is there a move on your sheet that could be used?
Manipulate systems. Or compromise security?
Both sound good to me. What do you want to use?
Manipulate systems.
Okay, roll manipulate systems then.
It's an 11.
Okay.
It was super effective.
I get another 3 hold.
Goof. Oofa doofa. Okay, what do you get on with an 11 besides 3 hold?
When you attempt to manipulate a digitally controlled aspect of a facility, roll plus synth. On a 10 plus, you gain 3 hold over the subsystem you are manipulating.
Okay, and you're spending hold to shoot at,
Yes.
Okay,
She pulled a gun out first.
yeah, no, for sure. I'm not saying, like, oh, no, you're a bad person. I'm just trying to figure out how to deal damage with this move and how we want to handle that.
They could be the same type of gun, or, like, not the same type, but, like, generally the same type of gun that I have, which they are, like, small machine guns, like, tiny. Like, I have, in my inventory, I have machine pistol, which is 2 harm, close, auto fire, and loud.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to let you, I was debating having this be your melt ice move, but that's for destroying security programs and not necessarily a person. So I'm going to let you roll kick some ass, but use synth, because by spending hold. If you spend hold, you can attack with the ship systems, and so you can roll to mix it up with the... Man, we haven't played Monster of the Week in so long, and I still think that's what the move is called.
In this, it is called Mix It Up.
It is mix it up, yeah.
I think it's because kick some ass just flows off so easily.
I mean, yeah, it's exactly
It's such
what
a
you're
good
doing.
Phrase. Yeah. Well, I already rolled an 11. Well, a 9, so plus meat is... Well, no, we're still doing plus sense. No, yeah, it's 11. And I'm using a hold, which I already marked off.
Mm-hmm.
So, on a 10 plus, you achieve your objective.
Okay.
I shoot her. And probably use it as a distraction to try and get past her through the door.
Okay,
dragging Razor with me, of course.
Okay. I will advance this person's harm clock. Bullets start to fire from the security systems as the lights suddenly change from, Effie, what color would you like to represent you in the system?
Ooh, represent me?
Yeah. Like, what does the light change to so we know you are in control of the security system now?
Well, the major color I have for Effie is teal from the Roomba, so I think it's probably teal.
Okay.
Oh, I was thinking like pink, like your tattoo.
No, the tattoo is vibrant red. It's vibrant red. But I don't want it just to turn red, because that's how everything works for security systems.
Well, that's the thing. I thought it was a magenta.
Yeah, no. So I'm gonna go with teal.
Sure. The lights on the security systems turn teal. They zero in on this woman, and they, like, guns drop out and start to fire at her. She, like, they pierce through her spacesuit, and they cut her, like, they are going into her. You hear her, like, muffledly swear, and she throws up her meteorite arm, and, like, this energy shield is thrown up, and it is blocking the rest of the shots. Razor, what do you do? You are in zero gravity. You are floating while this woman is being shot at.
I hold my hand out for Razor.
I'd say Razor would probably take it. They're having some trouble, and right now she is busy getting shot at, so she's gonna take the opportunity when they can.
Gonna take their hand and try to get past the woman into the door, into gravity, so we can run.
Okay, act under pressure, both of you.
Cool.
I got a 9.
I got a 7.
Okay. You stumble, hesitate, or flinch. The MC will offer you a worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice. Tell you what, you both manage to get past her as this woman is busy blocking the gunfire from the security system. But as you do, she reaches down to her thigh where you see a gun holstered, and she pulls it out, and as you're going through the door, she just unloads on you. You both take 2 harm.
Hey, I have armor.
And I need you both to roll the harm move.
Oh. There's a harm move?
Yeah, there's a take harm.
Oh, okay. I also have armor, so dope.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? Hold on, I'm looking.
It's at the very bottom of the page.
It's a dangerous world out there, especially in your line of work. When you suffer harm, lower the harm suffered by the level of your armor, if any. Fill the number of segments on your harm clock equal to the remaining harm, and roll plus harm suffered.
Oh, so this low.
Oh.
You want low on these.
Okay.
So plus harm suffered, mediated by whatever you like. If you have armor.
Yeah.
Well, then that's a 6.
Oh, that's bad. I got a 10.
Ah.
Okay, on a 10 plus, choose one. You're out of action, unconscious, trapped, incoherent, or panicked. Take the full harm of the attack before it was reduced by armor. Lose the use of a piece of cyberware until you can get it repaired. Or lose a body part, an arm, a leg, an eye, for example.
Oh my god.
It doesn't do much to me, like, physically, but I want to say lose a body part. Because that just sounds good narratively.
In this case, that would be like your Roomba's guns, your Roomba's space attachment, maybe even your projector. When it's lose a part of your body in the sense of the machine.
Oh, you know what?
What?
Can I do a mix of 2 of them? I want to lose a body part, but it's of my new physical body, and I am panicked.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Effie, what does it feel like to be shot with a gun for the first time in your entire life?
I feel like it doesn't actually like send pain through her because she doesn't have any neurons to feel anything.
I mean, we've established you feel things now.
Yeah, but it's not like real pain, but she does like feel the gun shooting her and like she feels the bullets, but it feels different than what she has felt as a human. So it's like she's trying to work it out in her brain what she is supposed to be feeling and what she is feeling, and also just seeing where did she get shot?
Yeah, what does the camera show us here?
I'm gonna say that because they were in low gravity, they were going like head first through the door, so it got her leg. So there's just bullets riddled up her leg, through her thigh and her calf. And she is just freaking out. She's like, the door closes behind them, the gravity comes back, and she's just frozen and breathing heavily. She's like panting because she doesn't know what she is feeling or thinking.
Oh, shit.
Razor. You are left in this room. You are left in the active tech section of the ship. You can hear, like, the gun going off on the other side as this woman is shooting the door. And your partner, Ephemeral Orchid, is, like, freaking out. And they are bleeding. And we are going to cut back to Gaia and Paradigm.
All right.
You two have entered into Culture Bulk, which is where a bunch of the cultural items and artifacts are stored. But in bulk, it's not a lot of the valuable things. It's a lot of, like, the stuff that they find by the dozen. So it's a lot of, like, alien spoons and stuff like that. So you've entered into, like, another IKEA-esque warehouse. But when the door closes behind you, also you guys, like, kicked down the door and rolled in with, like, guns out. So, like, there's a loud noise, and you hear someone go, "Hey, who was that?"
I'm sorry. I just thought of Skyrim. Must have been the wind. Who's there?
Must have been the wind.
Alright, do we see anyone?
You don't see anyone right now, but you can hear their voice.
Not even with my special tech eyes?
Oh, your special eyes. Yeah, you can see them with your special eyes. You activate your thermographics, and you can see the red outline of a person, like, on top of a shelf. Like, that's how big they are in here. Each of these rooms is approximately the size of a city block, really. And this person is just, like, on top of a shelf, slowly walking towards you with what appears to be a gun drawn.
Alright, I kind of wave to Paradigm and point in the direction of where they are.
She nods and, like, readies her laser pistol.
Of course she has a Han Solo laser pistol.
Yeah, I've described it multiple times.
Yes. Gaia also has a pistol.
Yeah.
But Gaia's gonna duck down because Z has the advantage of being very small.
Swift, is that you? This isn't funny, man.
Do we know Swift? Have we met this person before?
Swift was one of the mech pilots outside.
Right.
So you guys did not meet them. Content?
Growth?
Gaia's gonna do a little, like, snicker.
Alright, I know you're here, asshole.
And Gaia's gonna look at Paradigm and kind of give the, like, go, now's time to shoot look.
She lifts up a hand to her mouth with the, like, the be quiet finger, and she goes to tear the legs off her pants.
What?
To reveal, like, she's going to tear them into, like, makeshift shorts, like cargo shorts.
Gotta dramatically get that undressing in the...
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
So
strips them off.
unnecessary.
Are her legs jacked?
Her legs are
course.
robot. Her legs are metal.
Oh, okay.
Which is why she's doing this, because you see, like, thrusters come out of her robotic
Oh.
legs, and, like, they start to, like, move parts and load up for, like, a big, cool super jump.
You probably heard that sound of tearing pants.
Yeah, I mean, this person knows people are here.
Yeah, but they think it's, what was the last one that said?
They yelled a few
Swift?
names. They tried calling out to see if it was, like, a friend, but no one
Swift,
answered.
content, and someone else.
They asked for Swift, content, and growth.
Yeah. And Gaia's intention was, like, do a little laugh so they think it's one of their friends, like... Alright. Well, Gaia can't do much, except kind of...
Yeah. The legs finish locking into place, and Paradigm pushes against the ground, and there is, like, a thoom from the thrusters and the various pieces that, like, unloaded, and she's just launched into the air, and she goes soaring up to, like, one of these massive shelves, where she then does a front flip and lands perfectly. She
Amazing.
stands up in the in the Olympic gymnastic pose after they stick a landing.
Oh my gosh.
Like, the arms outstretched and, like, the victorious...
Oh,
yeah.
And she's looking at you with, like, a big grin.
Did this catch the guy's attention?
The person has not come around the corner yet.
Yeah, but when you've heard it...
Yeah, no, they've heard it. They're coming. They were
All right.
coming with the laughing and the sound of pants ripping. To become makeshift jorts or whatever.
Alright, Gaia's gonna duck behind one of the shelves.
Mm-hmm.
And as the guy comes around the corner, Gaia's gonna shoot.
Okay. That'll be Mix It Up.
Yeah. Still, I don't have a great meat score, but oh crap. My meat is -1, which means I have a
Same.
2.
Oh wow.
Oh
Mark experience.
You do.
Woo.
Finally, we're getting some failures.
no!
So 2 things happen. I am going to advance a clock.
Uh-oh.
I'm advancing the war breaks out between Eurasia and the Scoundrel Armada clock.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Oh no.
That entire gunfight in the earlier room was like from the perspective of security cameras, and that gave someone an idea. And the footage of the 2 heroes from Eros getting into a gunfight with the Scoundrel space pirate is being uploaded to a server. And a similar thing is beginning to happen with the gunfight that is about to take place. As Gaia, you whip around the corner with your gun out to shoot this space pirate, and you see the person. They are a tall, skinny man. They have, like, a thin layer of sleek black fur on their skin. Of, like, some sort of, ferret, maybe, you think? Like a black ferret fur? Of, like, something sleek and dark. And they have just this massive, almost like cannon that is attached to a kind of exoskeleton they have been put into. Almost like a, like, you know the holsters you wear for, like, zip lining and other like activities like that. The holsters of like those various belt buckles and things like that for like climbing walls and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Imagine if that was made out of metal and it kept going around the full body. And there is a gun attached to the arm bits, and it starts to rotate, and you realize like, oh, that's like a Gatling gun, and they just unload a spray of like hot plasmic bullets.
All right, how much damage do I take?
That is going to be 3 harm.
Do I have any armor?
That's a good question. Do you have any armor?
I have 1.
Okay, so roll the take harm move, and you will be rolling +2. And remember, you want low here.
Yeah. 10.
Okay. On a 10 plus, choose one. You're out of action, unconscious, trapped, incoherent, or panicked. Take the full harm of the attack before it was reduced by armor. Lose the use of a piece of cyberware until you can get it repaired. Or lose a body part, an arm, a leg, or an eye, for instance.
I'll say, because they've been so useful this far, lose the cyberware.
What cyberware do you lose?
Well, I only have cyber eyes.
You only have the cyber eyes. Okay. How do these bullets break your eyes?
I don't want to say they just got shot in the head, because that's, like, not very
that's a thing that would kill you, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what are you next to? Because maybe if you're, like, next to a wooden box, it shot the box and sent wooden shrapnel into your eyes?
I don't like that.
If I didn't have flare compensation, I would say that would be the issue. But...
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's what it is. All the plasma breaks your flare compensation, and without it, your eyes are overwhelmed.
How about this? Because I'm not doing lose a body part, rather than losing my sight, what if the flashes from the gun just overloaded my thermographic and my flare compensation?
Yeah.
Oh, because you did have thermographic still on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Ouch.
So I can't use those, but I can still see.
Yeah, your eyes overload. You fall back. Gaia, you're blinking a lot to like try, but your cyber eyes are just like these are connected to your brain, and you're just overloaded with the sensation, and you hear like this furry, sleek space pirate like bark out a harsh laugh, and then you hear gunfire from Paradigm as she whips around her corner and just starts to unload on this guy.
Gaia is going to pull down Zer goggles kind of things. And yeah, turn off the thermographic and flare, and so it's just normal eyes now. Or normal cyber eyes, I guess. But get back to their feet. Okay.
As you struggle up to your feet, you're hurt, but you're okay. You're mostly burned. The space pirate has swung the big like Gatling gun plasma cannon and smashed it into Paradigm, which has forced them into like this wrestling bout on this massive shelf. Paradigm slams the pirate into the side, which is like forces her to body check him with her own body, and her own gun goes flying off from her hand and down to the bottom of the floor, where it hits and just bounces and breaks. And she's up there like locked in hand-to-hand combat with the space pirate by herself.
All right, Gaia's gonna try and shoot the pirate again.
Okay, mix it up. Take +1 forward from Paradigm.
All right. Yay! I've got a 9 now. Wait, no, +1, so that's 10.
Great. On a 10 plus, you achieve your objective. Like, what is this scene?
All right. As we see, Paradigm wrestling with this guy, Gaia gets back to their feet and raises their gun and just shoots the guy once, and it hits his arm back and causes him to stumble back, and then Gaia shoots a second time, right in the chest. Probably won't do that much damage because of...
How much damage does your gun do?
2.
I mean...
It has a quick reload, though, so which is why I said I could do 2 shots.
No, yeah, for sure. I'm saying... I mean, because he has 2 health...
Oh no!
And 1 armor? So he's, like, stumbling back, he's bleeding from his chest, and Paradigm, like, he's on the edge of this, from where, of this shelf from where he's been shot twice, and Paradigm, like, walks up and just Sparta kicks him off the shelf.
Damn.
He falls and hits the ground with a thud.
Gaia just, like, jumps and fist bumps and is like, hell yeah!
Alright. R.I.P. Category constant.
Oh no!
You sleep with the angels. No, that's not true. You sleep with the demons now.
You sleep with the demons now.
R.I.P.
Hell
thud.
yeah, we just murdered someone.
Paradigm looks over to you. She's bleeding a bit from her head from where she had to body check him into the side. And she looks a little roughed up, but she's not nearly doing as bad as you are. And
yeah,
she just...
I'm at 4 out of 6 harm.
Oh no!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Goodness.
You are bleeding.
Gaia just gives a thumbs up.
Yeah. Paradigm leaps off of the shelf, and as she falls, her legs, like, unfold again, and she hits the ground, and they just absorb the shock and impact, and they fold back together. And she walks over to you, and she goes, like, are you alright?
Yeah, never better.
Greasy little... he was, like, really oily. She starts to rub her hands on her shorts.
Gaia kind of, like, self-consciously feels their own hair, and it's just like, okay. Hopefully John hasn't had to deal with anyone like this yet. We should head over there.
He broke my gun, too.
Damn.
Can I have yours?
Sure, whatever.
Gaia, do
Don't break it.
Do you have 2 guns?
No.
This is your only gun and you're giving it to Paradigm?
Yeah.
My heart.
Gaia's playing it off like it's no big deal.
Yeah, like, I got other guns, it's fine.
No, Gaia's like, you've got the legs anyways, you'll have a better advantage with the fights.
Thanks. I'll try not to break it. And Paradigm looks over at their broken gun on the ground and is like, ugh, that sucks. Do you know how much those cost?
1 alien artifact?
I mean, you can get like 10 of those with an alien artifact, but does like the shoulder like fist bump? The awkward, like, I want to go for a high five, but I don't know if we're there yet, so I'm just gonna nudge your shoulder. And, she starts, like, that jog again. Razor.
Yeah?
You have been dragging Effie, who's still freaking out, through Tech Active. A little bit ago, you heard the door get broken down. But you think you have enough time to figure out what you want your next move to be?
Okay. I think Razor would want to kind of like assess the situation and like turn on their thermographics in their cyber eyes because like shit man. They don't want to get caught by surprise.
A lot of robot eyes.
We all broken.
I appreciate it. No, it's great. Robot eyes are the best. Yeah, that you scan and you see this person like making their way. It's difficult because this area is full of still operating alien technology. Like, you don't recognize what any of the stuff in these boxes and like these see-through crates are. Some are like smooth, featureless, chrome looking things that look almost like a bowling pin, but if it was made entirely out of liquid metal and floats. And some is like weird alien rocks and that are like glowing, and there's just a bunch of alien technology that is active still and that you don't super understand, and is just kinda they're doing their its own thing as the space pirate makes their way closer to you.
Okay, so I would say Ray's just gonna look around and try to figure out what's the best advantage to like hide Effie freaking out and like then be able to like crouch down and get ready for this space pirate approaching them.
Sure, do you want to roll assess?
Yep, and since using thermographics, I get to use Synth!
Yay!
Which is a 12!
Nice. You gain 3 hold, and you get to spend the hold to ask questions from the list.
Okay, so, I would say, so how can I avoid trouble or hide here for Effie? Like, how can hide? Who or what is my... where can I gain the most advantage? And what potential complication do I need to be wary of?
Okay. So, how you can avoid trouble or hide here is you can probably crawl into one of these big crates and like hide behind the piece of technology. It would also be like a good place to put Effie. Just turn off the projector and place them on top of like a large piece of machinery. No one knows. And that's just like another part of the machine. That's just like the machine's funny hat that does something. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Where can you gain the most advantage? I think I'm also going to answer that question of like, there's a lot of dangerous stuff in these boxes. Which is coincidentally the same question to what potential complication do you need to be aware of. Something in here could misfire if broken, so you need to make sure to keep your collateral damage to a minimum. Okay. And furthermore, those weird dream things, whatever is causing that or is a part of that, may be in this room or may be aware of this fight.
Okay. So Razor's gonna turn to Effie and go, Effie, I'm going to need to turn off your projection and you're gonna hide in there. And they point over to the box area. You're going to hide and you're going to stay put. You are okay, but you need to just be quiet. I need you to be quiet and stay put, so that we can get the mission done and that nobody gets more hurt than they need to. Got it?
Effie is silent for a moment, kind of you could tell she's like trying to process everything the way that she should, but she's still in shock, so it's like getting through real slow, but she's trying, and like after a moment she's just, I don't want to die again. Not like this. Not again.
That's why I'm going to hide. And they're gonna put their hand on Effie's shoulder and be like, I got this. I just want you to hide. Can you do that for me?
Okay.
Alright.
Just don't leave me like she did.
And Razor's just gonna kind of be like, moment of like, what? And then they're gonna shake their head.
As you're going to reach up to the Roomba, she grabs your other hand that's still down, squeezes a little, and then she disappears into the Roomba.
Alright. So then, I'm going to say, then Razor's going to hide behind a different box.
Okay.
and prepare a gun and prepare their silenced machine pistol.
Ooh, fantastic.
I'm so glad I got that one.
Just as you move into position, you see this woman coming along again. Her hair is down, but you can see like the highlights in her hair still pulse with light, like starting from her skull and going down to the tips of her hair. Her cool meteorite hand has reformed itself into another different gun.
Oh no!
And so she has like a pistol in one hand and like this neat alien floating arm cannon in the other.
I want that!
And you just hear this person's voice go, "All right, sweeties, you can come out."
And I'm going. What does auto fire do? Like,
auto fire means you can release like a spray, pretty much. It's
okay.
You hold the button down and it shoots a bunch.
You don't have to reload it every time.
Yeah, so I'm going to say Razor is going to aim at the like shoulder junction where like the meteor arm is like floating underneath the shoulder portion.
Yep.
And like just that area, and they're gonna shoot.
For sure. This is what you're built to do, dog.
Yeah, which I'm so glad, because that's that plus mix it up is meat, so I have a -1. Shit. I'm built for this, but I have a -1 to meat.
Don't you have anything that lets you use synth to mix it up?
No, because I'm using a melee weapon.
Oh, you're not using a melee weapon, that's why.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
That's only
So
for if
that's
you're in melee.
Yeah, so that's an 8.
Okay, nice. On a 7 to 9, you achieve your objective, but choose 2 consequences.
Okay, so something... Okay, since you've already established something of value breaks here, I don't know what, that's nervous, and I would say...
So many things of value.
Please do not break me.
No, that one... No, it said that one would be an ally takes harm, which is not stuff that could explode and stuff, so I'm saying that, not the ally one, because you're the ally, that'd be a different one. And by making too much noise, like revealing where they're at, that would be you make too much noise. Because
fantastic.
But that advances the mission clock.
I'm advancing the mission clock?
Which one?
Well,
Is it the
I have to
war?
advance the action clock, but I think I'm also going to advance the war breaks out between Eurasia and the Scoundrel Armada, just because that makes the most sense narratively. We get this shot of another of the heroic Pinkertons from Eros just unloading fire at this space scoundrel, who is shot and swears and like uses their cool floating arm, which like breaks up into multiple pieces to absorb a brunt of the damage, but is still hit. This woman's like arm segments out into a bunch of these floating meteorites, which fly out and catch a majority of the bullets. Some of them do go through and hit her, but most hit off the meteorites and ricochet, breaking through glass and hitting different pieces of machinery. Most fizz and break. One bullet hits that chrome bowling pin, and a light appears at the very top of the pin, and you see these liquid metal tendrils start to form out from the bottom of it, which then move to grab the sides of the box, and it starts to pull itself out of its containment.
Hey Mark Experience audience, and welcome to the end credits. Thank you so much for listening to our show. If you want to see MXP art and laugh at the dumb jokes we make about our own show, you can find us on Tumblr at tumblr.com/blog/markexperience. If you like the music, you can buy it all at markexperience.bandcamp.com. And we also have merch at redbubble.com/people/mark-experience, where you can buy posters and shirts and stickers. If you want to donate so that we can create more content, you can head over to our Ko-fi account at ko-fi.com/Jamie Remy. That's spelled JAMIEREMY. That's my name. You can find this podcast on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Stitcher, so listen wherever is easiest. Have fun browsing, and we'll see you next time.